Thanks, guys. Although this Maryland team is still searching for their first Big Ten win of the season, Illinois will be having a very difficult test in junior heavyweight Yusuf Hamida. He's the only ranked player on the Maryland roster, and he has 10 conference wins so far this season. And although he struggled last weekend against Nick Nevels of Penn State, head coach Kerry McCoy attributed the loss to his emotions of facing an opponent who beat him last year. He defeated Deuce Rachal by injury default last season, so we'll definitely be searching for a repeat win this time around. Thanks, guys. Well, I'm sure no coach likes to make excuses, but head coach Kerry McCoy admitted that the transition from winter break can be tough. He pointed out how the Terps need to start peaking through the end of the year and emphasized, quote, "We need to make sure we're recovering, getting enough sleep, eating right, controlling our weight, and realizing that everything we're doing is preparing us for March." 11 consecutive wins dating back to December 1st at Iowa, putting him at 16-1 on the season. He won the Big Ten Player of the Week on January 9th, and the Illini coaching staff rate him very highly, going so far as to say he could be a national champion. Thanks, guys. Coach Mike Poeta mentioned how he would like to see certain players apply what they're doing in training to actual matches, specifically with Travis Petrowski. What else do players like him need to do to keep their level of consistency?
I think especially this time of year, you have to wrestle with your best.
And finally, looking ahead, you have 2 duels in 3 days before closing out your regular season against Wisconsin. How will you be keeping your players focused during that tough stretch?
We've done all that before, so it's really not a big deal.
Senior captain Colby Shiraka notched 6 goals last season, 4 of them coming against Big Ten opposition. She leads the Scarlet Knights in 2017 with 5 goals already. But with a 0-0 performance against Northwestern 2 days ago, she'll be looking to score on an Illinois team that gave up 7 in its conference opener. Guys, back to you. Casey Murphy, who ranks #1 in the nation for her save percentage. She may be the best in Division I, but she also has proven herself on the international stage. Last winter, she started all 6 matches for the women's national team at the U20 World Cup, boasting the greatest number of saves and highest save ratio out of all the goalkeepers in the tournament. She was called up to the U23 squad in July, so she'll definitely be looking to apply what she's learned as the Scarlet Knights make a push for the championship title. Guys, back to you. With 11 seniors having graduated in 2016, Illini forward Cara Marbury explained that their 10 freshmen came in willing to learn and wanting to grow at the beginning of the season. But what's most interesting is that the 2 players who have started all 12 matches this season for the Fighting Illini, Alicia Barker and Jalen Cunningham, are sophomores. With Cunningham having a great season so far, a great game today, Illinois could be looking to her for inspiration. If you've been following the orange and blue on social media, it's likely you've seen the word Kaizen being mentioned often. Head coach Janet Rayfield revealed that it's a Japanese word that refers to continuous improvement within long-term commitment. Defender Catherine Rates explained, "We even talked about writing it on our wrists. It's something that we want to keep in mind throughout everything that we're doing." Immediately after the sprinklers went off on both halves of the pitch, the assistant referee immediately came to the touchline to motion to the Illini production crew member to turn the sprinklers off, as Janet Rayfield, the head coach of the Fighting Illini, exclaimed that this is the first time this has ever happened in her distinguished coaching career. A bit of a blooper for both sides tonight. Thanks, guys. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome inside the State Farm Center in Champaign for some women's basketball as the Illinois Fighting Illini play host to Detroit Mercy. I'm Shaan Keswani. Alongside me is Dan Girardi. And Dan, on paper, Illinois are the favorites to win here at home, but the Titans will be coming in hungry after starting the season 0-8. And Kirkpatrick quickly gets things started. Holoshinska, the hook shot, and it's good for the Czech native. Holoshinska. Wittinger, the ball went through her legs, not able to handle it. Flicks it out to number 22, Zoe Otis. And Sierra Rice, quick to swat that ball out.
Yeah, we mentioned Holoshinska providing such a great spark off the bench, and like you said, Sierra Rice now healthy this year, and hopefully she can provide a spark as well off the bench. Great defense there.
Yeah, she notched 6 points against Wichita State on November 25th. A 68-67 victory, narrow victory for the Illinois team. Here she comes, the aforementioned Sierra Rice. Beasley calling for it on the right corner, gets it, shoots it, scores it. 3 points for Brandy Beasley, and the deficit is down to 1 now.
It's a big shot by Beasley. Illini first three of the game.
Three is short by number 11, Lexi Tobel. Rice. Andrews. Beasley. Sierra Rice thought about it, drive inside the paint, loops it over, and it bounces on both sides of the rim for Illinois' lead in this second quarter. 3:55 on the clock in this second quarter. Detroit Mercy leading by 1, 18-17 against this Illinois team. And the series history, as you can see on the screen, last meeting Illinois won 85-76 on December 29th, 1992. It's actually their first game in Champaign, however. Well, their last meeting was almost 25 years ago. Both Dan and I weren't even born back then. Beasley, the drive inside. Skips past one. Beasley! Winiger. Screen. Beasley. Drive. The hook shot. And the foul. Beasley. Skipping pass. Beasley. Wow. Almost a mirror move of her last points. Cadenhead. Fake. The drive inside the paint. Puts it up, and it's good. Less than a minute remaining. Deficit down to 2. Beasley pokes it through. Holoshinska now. Plenty of time. Holoshinska. And we are level at 43. Beasley pushes it out wide to Kirkpatrick. Nothing but net for Jalen Kirkpatrick, 47-45. Adea Moore, long two, short, Whittinger again. And the foul. You can see how much it means to her. A breath of relief for Alex Whittinger. Beasley heaves it over. Cadenhead heaves it over. Holoshinska. Whittinger. Illinois can react to this high press. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a chilly October night here in Champaign, Illinois, for the final match day of the Big Ten Conference for women's soccer, as the Illinois Fighting Illini host the Iowa Hawkeyes. I'm Shaan Keswani, joined alongside by Ori Benatar. And Ori, although Illinois is out of the upcoming Big Ten tournament, it's scheduled to take place this Sunday, Iowa could still creep through as long as they win tonight, a must-win game, and a pair of other results go in their favor. Continuously pressing this Iowa back line. Here comes the shot, just outside the top corner from Kelly Mayday, trying to catch the goalkeeper off her line. Bit of power and accuracy just outside the post.
Yeah, a good chance there from Kelly Mayday. A good shot there. Almost gets into the top corner. Good opportunity for Illinois, who've really been pressing so far in this second half.
Casey Graves was left flat-footed at that opportunity had it gone in. Here's George. Able to reach that, was an Iowa defender. Here comes Olivia Feigl. Bit of a latent pass there for Leah Moss, who was trying to make that overlapping run. George, Cara Marbury now, keeps it on the line. Sprays it out to Ciesla, pressed on by Stunkel. Finds Alicia Barker now. Iowa is slowly pressing more and more numbers in Illinois' defensive half.
And there's a good ball there. Breslin looks to jump on it. Little bit too far, though, but the Illini are looking much better with these passes and keeping possession so far, Sean.
Looks like a bit of a miscommunication that occurred there between Maroney and Breslin. I'm not sure if Breslin was actually expecting that ball to come her way. Here comes Tokuyama on the right-hand side. Chance of ILL, I echoing across Illinois field. Feigl trips up. Nice ball finds Stunkel. Sprays it out to the left-hand side. Devin Burns is inside the center of the box. Olivia Feigl is making the run deep inside the far post, but it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, the Illini bench trying to pump up the crowd with the chants of ILLINI. A lot of noise coming from both benches as it seems the intensity level has gone up a gear in this second half for both teams, as Iowa probably know they need to keep this win and they need to keep this lead if they want to have any chance of playing postseason soccer this weekend for the Big Ten tournament. But equalizer to try and spoil the Hawkeyes party.
We saw just a few minutes ago, Dave Delanis was actually calling out his players to show some heart. He doesn't really care if there's going to be a few misplaced passes here and there. They got to show passion in tight moments like this.
Yeah, and that's what you want from any of your players. You just want them to play passionately. You want them to give it their all. The Hawkeyes, it seems, gave it their all in those first 9 minutes and have kind of taken it back a little bit because Illinois has been pretty much the dominant team in the second half. Couple decent chances for Iowa, but Illinois has had the much better chances in the second half, trying to get themselves their last Big Ten point of the season.
Blackman, Stunkel. Blackman again. Moving around nicely around the park. Natalie Winters trying to spray it out to the left wing. And Dave Delanis is wanting a corner. It will be a corner for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Their second of the night, first in the second half.
Yeah, this will be a good chance for Iowa to try and get themselves a shot in this second half. The Hawkeyes only one shot in the second half so far compared to 5 for Illinois. But a second set piece here for Iowa. The first one didn't go so great. We'll see if they can improve on that first corner from the end of the first half.
Looks to be Natalie Winters to take it again. Number 10 for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Plays it short. Rough tackle by Alicia Barker, but she had to establish her presence there. Another ball sent in over the top. Headed out by an Illinois defender. Overhead kick by Gabby Chapa. Bit of a high boot there. Olivia Feigl desperately trying to keep it in play. Katie Murray on the left-hand side now.
Yeah, that was a good attempt there on the corner from Iowa. A decent idea to go short and try and get it just outside of the 6-yard box, but Illinois read that play really well. They were really prepared for it. Good marking there from the Illini.
Here comes Stunkel, who was just trying to poke it through to the left-hand side to Woodruff, but she gets a trailing leg caught, and she still stays on the ground.
Foul, Illinois.
This will be a free kick for the Hawkeyes. This is in shooting range. We've seen Jalen Cunningham give up a long free kick just a couple of games ago against the Golden Gophers. So Iowa might have saw that game film and might try and take advantage of that by getting a shot, but it looks like they're going to set up for a cross.
The 2016 Iowa Defensive Player of the Year is going to take it. Terrific save from Jalen Cunningham. That shot unexpectedly came out of nowhere, and it goes out for the third corner kick for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Terrific save by Cunningham.
Well, I guess I shouldn't have second-guessed myself. I said that taking a shot on Jalen Cunningham might have been possible, and there it was. Great save, though, from Cunningham, able to stay composed. That shot was perfectly placed in the top corner, but a top-class save there from Jalen Cunningham.
That was number 3, Morgan Kemmerling, taking the shot. She only has 1 career goal, but with efforts like that, she looks like a striker. The ball sent in. Wow! Another save from Jalen Cunningham, back-to-back, coming up big for the Fighting Illini.